Hello. Welcome to another Facebook Live. Thanks so much for joining us. We're dancing in the park. We are at our fabulous new listing in Columbia City. This is a super unique, very cool townhouse owned by my clients who are both artists. It has a lovely open floor plan, which we'll be showing you. But one of the really cool treats of this place is the location. Not only are you in the middle of Columbia City proper as far as walkability, you're 2 blocks to the light rail, very close to the PCC grocery store, but these are built with permission from the city. The developer got to build these right on the park. So Columbia City Park you see right here. The PCC grocery store is right there. The historic library is here. And look at your mailboxes are right here. So you can come in from these steps here and enter this. It's a 6-unit community. There are 3 units on the park and 3 in the back. Is this a nice entrance or what? Through the lilacs. This is the community courtyard. So in non-COVID times, there's sometimes tables out here. So neighbors get to hang out. And welcome to 4741C. This is the private patio. It's got really nice, solid, big rectangle pavers, a little bench. My clients have some beautiful plants here. There's trellises. You can do a little gardening outside, and you get a lot of sun even being in the back here. And this is facing west. This is northeast. Here we go. West and south behind me. So come on in. There are 2 entrances. You can be parking on the street that is zoned for the neighbors. So if you have a second car, you can do that. But check out this wonderful space. So we've got almost 2,000 square feet. What is it, Amy, 1944?
Yes.
1944, yes. And 1,944 square feet. The first floor has radiant concrete floors. You can check out these fabulous floors. You can pat around with bare feet here to stay very warm. And check out this wonderful open layout to the kitchen and the dining or living space, however you'd like to set it up down here. We have paper stone counters, which have just been refinished. They turned out beautifully. Amy, you can kind of come around here. They're just so fabulous looking, very slick, and very big island. Got great cabinets, all kinds of pull-out cabinets. There's a 4-burner gas Viking range with a stainless steel hood. And you have this wonderful bay of windows with both on the sides opening, so open casement windows on both sides, and nice deep inset sink. And I'll just kind of show you here. These all just are really nice pull-outs here. Your refrigerator is at the end. And this house just had an entirely new heating system put in. So when these were built, they were green inspired, which means they didn't get a green certification, but they built with a lot of green touches, including a hydronic water-based heating system. And my clients have redone the entire heating system in December. They had it professionally repiped. So all of the water pipes that go through the house that bring you heat were all redone. The walls were opened up, brand new water heater, the walls were closed back down, so it was a huge. You have a brand new heating system. This is where your hot water is. And I'll just kind of show you, Amy and I are trying to distance here, but this is the storage room. So you could build this out to make a pantry if you wanted, but this would be a great place to hang a bicycle. They've got their tools and some ladders in there, so you can go ahead and take a look. This is a really nice space to have when you're in a townhouse that doesn't have a garage. And you can just see there's just wonderful floor-to-ceiling windows that look out to your own private patio. There are top-down, bottom-up, multi-directional blinds in most of the house, which are lovely to have as well. Kind of gives you privacy, but also some light. And let's head upstairs to the second floor. Amy, I'll let you go first. And the flooring changes as we go upstairs to these sunflower boards. There are floorboards made out of sunflowers, which this is another recycled green material. And as you can see, every floor has these wonderful windows. So So fanless windows, and you've got green bamboo from the neighbor on this side. And this floor here is a living room, but it could also be a home office, it could be a studio. There is a big full bathroom on this floor that has cork floors, nice size full bath, a window in the bath. There's Amy, watermelon mask. Lots of storage in the vanity. Great ceiling height, and our second bedroom is here. So this house has 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. And you can see here, I'll give us a little full windows. This is the alley here, so I'll kind of show you how these multi-directionals work. I have these in my house and I love them. They just are really nice if you want to get some sky, but kind of cut out what you don't want to see. So these are just, you can lie in bed and you can see the skies and the trees. It's actually a really pretty craftsman on the alley that just got painted not too long ago. And this room has double closets in it. There is a laundry hookup here. The washer and dryer is actually upstairs in the master space, but if you wanted to move the laundry down here, there is a washing machine hookup all ready to go. So come on up and we'll take a look at the master suite. So again, just like downstairs, you have these wonderful floor-to-ceiling windows. Another window here. Every floor you have in these spaces, you have light on all 3 sides. We really have light on all 4 sides if you were to open the bedroom doors. But if I close the bedroom and the bath, you still have wonderful light south, north, and east. And this room here, I think would be, my clients had their couch here, and it was kind of switched around. We liked this better in the staging. And you could certainly do a screen coming down from the ceiling. This would be a really wonderful place to have a screening room on this floor. And I'll show you, this is the hydronic, the new heating system. These water-based heating systems work, they have a kind of plastic, kind of PEX-like cable, a flexible plumbing that is in the wall, and then you turn on the blowers and it blows through the hot pipes, and that's how you get your heat. So super efficient. You can turn them on whatever room you're using or not using. So that's what makes them so efficient as well. So you can kind of heat different spaces that you are going to be inside of. And Amy, do you want to head on upstairs? All right. Who's with us today, Amy?
Oh, let's see. We've got Joe, we've got Susie Hunt, we've got Nancy, we've got Heidi.
Yeah, right.
Few more. It's scrolled up so I can't see.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. So welcome to this incredible top floor. So this top floor is actually over 650 square feet, just the floor that we're on. And as you can see, it's a completely open layout. If you wanted to, you could certainly put some doors here and kind of close off the space. You could make it a den, you could make it an office. My client actually had this as his music studio, and he had baffling up on this side of the wall. And we have this enormous space. This is a king-size bed. You still have room for side tables. And you have your own private deck outside here. My clients did a really cool retrofit of their outside, which included putting a cover out here. Both, they did this cover here, and then they covered both of these spaces, both to keep the water from coming in, and also you could store things out here. So if you wanted to store your bicycle up here, or any kind of garden tools, or any kind of outdoor seating stuff, and also you have a hatch here, so if you did want to get up and easily and kind of look at the roof or check it out or clean it, I wouldn't suggest any homeowner does that, but it would be a lot easier for someone to access. So they have this really nice access panel that they put in here too when they retrofitted out here. So it's super sweet, and you can come out, you can look right out into the park. It's really, really quiet, even though you're just in the middle. I think we have a 93 walk score on this. So you're 2 blocks to walk the Columbia City Light Rail. You could yell your deli order from here to the PCC, and someone would hear you and bring you a sandwich. Hashtag that's not guaranteed. Don't bust me. So come on in, I'll show you the rest of this upstairs space. There is a great master bath up here with limestone floors that are heated. So we've got the radiant heated floors that come into the bathroom space here. Ooh, toasty. I turned them on. And this great river rock floor feels so nice on the feet, and full ceramic tile surround in the shower.
And it's big enough that we can actually social distance and both be in this
What?
bathroom at the same time.
Good point, Amy. And there's a low flush toilet and a nice large vanity too. All the cabinet spaces are all matched, both in the kitchen and both bathrooms, which is really nice. It's just a really nice unified feeling to this whole house. There's only been one owner. My clients bought it originally in 2005, and they've been here for 15 years. So this home has only had one owner, which is also kind of cool. And this space here, like I said, I mean, just wall of windows. This would be a great office. You could do a nursery in here. This could be a sitting room, a library. It just would be really, really. And did you catch full bookshelf, fabulous wall of bookshelves that can also stay? This is, I told you my client was a musician. We have a lot of fun instruments. I told him I wouldn't play it because it's not tuned, but this is a clavichord. I didn't know that before. See all the things you learn when you list the house. We had all these wonderful wood instruments in this home, and the ceilings up here are incredibly vaulted. So we didn't measure to the top of this, but what do you think, Aim? Guesses?
11 feet to the ceiling.
I would say it would be 11 to the top too, but that's a guess. And then I'll let you go in and shoot the master closet, but all the furniture in the master closet can stay. And this is where the laundry is up here as well. But like I said, if you wanted to move your laundry downstairs, you could. Well, do-si-do. Fabulous. And we'll head downstairs and we'll talk a little bit more about the neighborhood. Are there any questions that anybody has?
Radiant heat in the bathroom floors, but not the remaining floors, asks Pat.
Yes. The only radiant heat in the house is on the main floor where the concrete is, and then in the bathroom where the limestone is. Those are the two radiant heat spaces. Thank you, Pat. Is that Pat Phillips?
That is Pat Phillips.
Love Pat Phillips. She was in my original office. Good camera work, Amy.
I've been practicing. We've been busy.
Yes, we have been busy. It's just so nice and peaceful. It's very quiet in this house. The word serene came up in my marketing because I've been here many times as we've prepared this house for sale, and it just always feels good. It's just a very kind of cozy, warm, very meditative feeling in this home. I actually got this bamboo from just outside, and this house was helped tremendously. I want to give a shout out to Susan Cole, who's an agent in my office who also does staging. And because this wasn't a completely vacant home, my regular stagers wouldn't stage it because they have their protocols, which is great. And Susan was kind enough to come in and help us with some of the staging. So, including putting together this very cool dining space table. And let me, here, Amy, let me put my computer around here. I have a few things I want to show you about the house and the neighborhood. So just to kind of give you a sense for those who don't sort of know where we are, this is Columbia City proper, and we are at the crown of South Seattle neighborhood. So it really is the center of the South Seattle neighborhood. You can see here we start with the I-90 is just here. And as you come south of I-90 on Rainier, and it goes from Rainier to MLK, And you can see we've got Lake Washington here, and the crown jewel Seward Park. I think I have a really nice, pretty picture. Look at this great aerial view of Seward Park. It's a wonderful 2-mile surrounded walk. There are multiple bald eagles that live in the park. There's wonderful walking trails. People fish and swim, and it's just I love Seward Park. It's just a really wonderful place to be. The Link Light Rail Station, Columbia Light Rail, is just 2 blocks away, and that has really transformed the South End because the light rail started going from the airport to South Seattle. That was kind of the first installations. I actually used to live in a house that was right across, like literally right here, where the light rail ended up being. That was in '93, but I just couldn't hold out till they opened. This is the famous Columbia City Farmers Market on Wednesdays. They are TBD on if they're, when they're opening this year, but this is literally 20 steps from outside from the courtyard here. You would be right in the middle of the Wednesday Farmers Market, which is just lovely.
That's in the park where we started this video, right?
Yeah, exactly. So the park, they set up in the park all the way up to Edmund Street. And then one of the also beautiful places is the library. So there's a lovely historic library branch, and that's also just at the other end of the park. So that's, again, another couple steps down the hill, and you're at the library. They call this area that's right in Columbia City Restaurant Row, and you have a lot of wonderful established old-time Columbia City restaurants like La Medusa, some of the best Italian food. You have Island Soul, which is wonderful Caribbean food, and they have a rum bar, also fabulous breakfasts. And Geraldine's Counter, which is just a wonderful breakfast, lunch, and great biscuits, great food, Tuta Bella Pizza. So really, really lovely restaurants. Super Six, which does all kinds of local Hawaii flavored style foods. And then you also have cultural institutions. You have the Royal Room, which we hope comes back strong, that has music every night of the week. You have Columbia City Theater, which also hosts a lot of live music. You have the movie theater here in Columbia City that I think has 3 screens showing movies. And then you got Seward Park, Genesee Playfield, which has big off-leash dog areas, and it leads you right to the park, big sports playfields, lots of good biking and hiking, and also Beacon Hill. North Beacon Hill is really just up the hill, so if you wanted to go out to dinner in just 5-minute drive up the hill, you're in a whole other North Beacon Hill area, which also has lots of great amenities. And so it's just, Columbia City is a wonderful neighborhood, and we just really think this townhouse is a cut above just everything that's going up all over, and it just has that, they're not building them all like this all the time. So if you're somebody who's really looking for space that you can have be flexible and be creative in the way you do a layout, I think this would be a wonderful thing to, a wonderful place to come and send your clients by. We're gonna be, we're happy to meet people here to show them, and we're doing distancing showing 2 at a time, and you can just make appointments with us to show. And we do have a little neighborhood tour that we did the other day of Columbia City that's on my website, which is rudenoffrealestate.com, and the little tab you'll see it says Columbia Townhouse on the website, and you click there, has all the information. The house is priced just under $750,000, no homeowners dues, so it's a true townhouse. This, the 3 houses that are in the back here all got together 2 years ago and decided to paint, so very almost, very like 2-year-old exterior paint. The entire interior's been painted, entire new heat system and water heater, so a lot of nice upgrades to a place that's 15 years old, but just, I think, just keeps getting better with time. So thanks for joining us. Is there any questions, Amy, before we sign off?
No questions yet.
All right. Well, if you do have any questions, we're just a text or an email away, and thank you guys so much for supporting us, our colleagues and my clients, and if you're out there and you're looking for something really special, come check out our townhouse on 36 Ave South.